Hi, I'm Emilio Estevez.
And I'm Martin Sheen.
And we're here for Guideposts magazine.
And we're delighted to do that.
Thank you for having us. Well, the film is about this gentleman. Martin plays a character named Tom, who gets this terrible news in the first few minutes of the film that his son has passed away on the Camino de Santiago, which is a pilgrimage that stretches across the north of Spain. It starts in the French Pyrenees in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port and goes 800 kilometers to Santiago de Compostela, where believers are told that the remains of St. James the Apostle of Jesus are buried. So he goes to France to retrieve the body, but instead he has this inspirational moment, a moment of madness, where he decides he's going to complete the journey for his son, straps on his son's backpack, and off he goes without a clue of what he's about to discover. And what he discovers ultimately is himself.
My role is the father that Emilio was describing. He's a widower. His only son has been killed, and he's a doctor in Southern California. He lives a very isolated bubble-type existence. His idea of entertainment is, his playing golf with his buddies at the very private country club. So he's really not very much aware of what's going on outside of his life. And this tornado that rips him out of his cocoon and drops him in this strange land with this strange language and this strange pilgrimage is very akin to the journey that Dorothy makes in the Wizard of Oz, if you will. And along the way he meets these three other characters, and the four of them, who initially can't bear one another, become a family, become a community, and he becomes the father for them that he was never able to be for his son, and in so doing he becomes himself.
My role in the film is I play the son, but you only see him in flashbacks. But I also wrote and directed it, so I was calling the shots and taking this guy through his paces and making sure that he knew his lines and he showed up on time and he didn't complain, and he acquitted himself on all of them.
Well, he wrote the best part for me that I've had in 30 years, and it's the best film I've been in 30 years, so I couldn't be happier.
Pilgrimages today, I think it's hard for Americans to get their minds around them. We're so wrapped up in our schedule, in our routine. The idea of taking off work for 6 weeks and going to Spain, for instance, on this particular pilgrimage, on the Way of St. James, is so foreign to people because we're so plugged in. And I think that this idea of maybe unplugging for a moment, it is a 6-week moment, but unplugging it and getting back in touch with ourselves and be nurtured on a spiritual level is something that I think many more of us could stand to do.
And I think a pilgrimage invites us to a way to unite the will of the Spirit to the work of the flesh, if you will, so we're balanced. It's not required to go, to a foreign land, but you do have to go the transcendent journey within yourself. So you're forced to carry all the things that you've packed exteriorly and interiorly, and along the way you start letting the material go, and then the inside begins to change. You begin to throw away all the things that are preventing you from being yourself. You open the dungeons of your heart and free all the prisoners that you've been blaming for all the problems in your life, and consequently you're free to realize yourself in a new and significant way.